In the annals of Indian history, the 17th century marks the inception of a new and powerful entity, the Maratha Empire. As the Mughal Empire started to decline, the Indian subcontinent witnessed the emergence of various regional powers. Amidst this shifting political landscape, a remarkable figure rose to prominence: Shivaji. Known for his strategic acumen and indomitable spirit, Shivaji led the Marathas in establishing the Hindavi Swarajya, a self-rule for Hindu people, by revolting against Islamic rulers. His leadership sparked a revolution that transcended the boundaries of a mere political uprising. It was a cultural resurgence, a clarion call for self-determination, and a beacon of hope for an entire nation. The Marathas, under Shivaji's guidance, carved out an empire that was to dominate much of the Indian subcontinent throughout the 18th century. This was the dawn of the Maratha Empire, a beacon of self-rule in an era of foreign dominations. With Shivaji at its helm, the Maratha Empire embarked on a journey of rapid expansion and consolidation. In the 17th century, the seeds of a new power were sown in the Indian subcontinent. This power was the Maratha Empire, led by the charismatic and strategic Shivaji. His reign marked a turning point in the history of India, shifting the balance of power from the Mughal Empire to the Marathas. Shivaji was a visionary leader who devised ingenious strategies for expansion. One of his most notable tactics was guerrilla warfare, known as Ganimi Kava. This involved swift, surprise attacks on the enemy, often at night or during the early morning fog. These tactics, coupled with the rugged terrain of the Deccan Plateau, allowed the Marathas to outmaneuver larger and more powerful adversaries, creating a significant advantage. Beyond his military prowess, Shivaji was a beacon of hope for the Hindu people. He established Hindavi Swarajya, which translates to self-rule of Hindu people. This was a bold move, a revolt against the Islamic rulers of the time, and a declaration of autonomy and freedom for his people. It was a promise of a land where the customs, traditions, and faith of the Hindu people would be respected and protected. Under Shivaji's rule, the Maratha Empire also witnessed the growth of a formidable navy. Recognizing the strategic importance of a strong maritime force, Shivaji fortified the coastline and built a navy that not only defended the empire but also engaged in overseas trade. His vision of a naval force was far ahead of his time and underscored his holistic approach to empire building. Shivaji's reign laid the robust foundation upon which the grand edifice of the Maratha Empire would be built. His leadership, strategies, and vision set the stage for the rise of one of the most powerful empires in the history of India, the Maratha Empire. The mid-18th century witnessed the Maratha Empire at its zenith, controlling vast territories and exercising considerable influence. The Maratha Empire, during this period, was a powerhouse of growth and expansion. From the fertile plains of the Deccan to the rugged terrains of the north, the Maratha flag fluttered over a substantial part of the Indian subcontinent. It was a sight to behold, an empire that had risen from the ashes of revolt against the Islamic rulers, now standing tall and formidable. This period of prosperity wasn't a fluke. It was a result of efficient administration, strategic alliances, and the resilience of the Maratha people. The administrative machinery of the empire was well-oiled and effective. They had a system in place that ensured smooth governance, revenue collection, and law enforcement. The Marathas were known for their administrative acumen, a trait that was instrumental in their rise to power. Let's take a moment to acknowledge the key figures who were responsible for this growth. Foremost among them was Peshwa Bajirao I, the Prime Minister of the empire who expanded the Maratha influence beyond the Deccan. His military genius and strategic foresight were unparalleled. Then there was Ahilyabai Holkar, the Queen of the Malwa Kingdom, who was known for her efficient administration and public welfare works. The Maratha Empire during this period was also involved in significant battles and formed strategic alliances. The Battle of Palkhed, for instance, was a testament to Maratha military strategy. The alliance with the Rajputs, on the other hand, helped them in their northern expansion. But as the Maratha Empire reached its peak, it was also on the brink of a significant challenge. The Third Battle of Panipat in 1761 marked a turning point in the history of the Maratha Empire. This was a battle that changed the course of the empire, a battle that would leave a scar on the Maratha might and pride. The Marathas, having been at the pinnacle of power, found themselves in a fierce conflict with the Durrani Empire, led by Ahmad Shah Durrani, also known as Ahmad Shah Abdali. The Marathas, despite their valiant efforts and strategic prowess, were heavily defeated. The loss was not just in terms of the battlefield, but it was also a significant blow to their morale and resources. The Third Battle of Panipat was a devastating event that led to a massive loss of life and marked the beginning of the end of the Maratha Empire's dominance in India. Following this heavy defeat, the Maratha Empire was further weakened by subsequent conflicts. They found themselves in the throes of wars on multiple fronts. The Kingdom of Mysore, under the leadership of Hyder Ali and later his son Tipu Sultan, posed a significant challenge. The Marathas were engaged in a series of wars with Mysore, further draining their strength and resources. The final nail in the coffin, however, was the rising power of the East India Company. The Marathas, already weakened and stretched thin, could not withstand the military and economic might of the British. The Anglo-Maratha Wars, fought over the course of several years, eventually led to the downfall of the once mighty empire. The Marathas finally succumbed to British rule in 1818, marking the end of an era. Despite its fall, the Maratha Empire's legacy as a symbol of resistance against foreign rule lived on. The Maratha Empire may have fallen, but its impact on the Indian subcontinent was far-reaching. The legacy of the Maratha Empire is seen in every corner of India, from the administrative systems to the cultural landscape and the collective consciousness of the nation. The Marathas were known for their proficient administration. They developed a unique revenue collection system, which became a model for subsequent Indian governments. The empire's emphasis on efficient governance and fiscal responsibility left a profound impact on the political fabric of the country. But the Maratha Empire was not just about politics, it was also a vibrant cultural hub. The Marathas patronized art, literature, and music, leading to a cultural renaissance that still resonates in the rich tapestry of Indian art forms. The Marathi language, in particular, saw significant development during this period, and Maratha forts stand as silent yet eloquent testimony to their architectural prowess. Perhaps the most significant contribution is the Marathas' role in shaping modern India. The empire's commitment to Hindavi Swaraja, or self-rule for Hindu people, was a beacon of resistance against foreign rule. The spirit of self-rule laid the foundation for the Indian independence movement, inspiring countless freedom fighters. The Marathas' fight against Mughal rule has also etched them in the national consciousness as Hindu nationalist heroes. Today, they are celebrated as symbols of resistance and resilience, their stories echoing in the annals of Indian history and in the hearts of the Indian people. Thus, the Maratha Empire, a beacon of self-rule and resistance, has left an indelible mark on the pages of Indian history. The Maratha Empire's journey from its humble beginnings to its rise as a dominant power and eventual fall is a saga of resilience, valor, and ambition. This empire, born in the 17th century, arose from the will of the people to establish Hindavi Swarajya, the self-rule for Hindu people. Led by the formidable Shivaji, the Marathas revolted against Islamic rulers, carving out an empire that would come to dominate much of the Indian subcontinent in the 18th century. At its zenith, the empire was known for its efficient administration, mighty navy, and innovative guerrilla warfare tactics. However, the empire's power was severely weakened following the Third Battle of Panipat in 1761. Despite subsequent conflicts with Mysore and the East India Company, the Marathas persisted until succumbing to British rule in 1818. Yet, their legacy endures, their tale serving as a beacon of Hindu nationalism against Mughal rule. As we delve into the depths of history, the story of the Maratha Empire serves as a testament to the indomitable spirit of a nation.